Hey guys, it's Miss Purdue. First of all, I want to say that I miss you so much. Sitting in an empty classroom is one of the worst things I think I've had to do. I miss your stories, I miss your laughter, I miss just your presence in my room every day. I hope that we get to come back soon, but the most important thing is that you're all staying safe, that you're all doing okay. I just want to let you know that we are thinking about you and that we do miss you so much. I'm going to start uploading videos to this channel every Friday and every Monday. So Friday, what I'm uploading for is to explain the new packets coming out each Friday. So every Friday we'll have the sort of pick up drop off that we have been having where you can turn in your old packet, pick up your new packet. So you'll have this video being uploaded so you can kind of see the directions, what I'm looking for, maybe answer some of your questions. And then on Mondays, I will upload a video from the previous week's packet, kind of going over the answers, and so you can see how you think that you did on that. Okay. Also important to note, I will be having office hours. That means that that's times that you can contact me. That contact can come through Remind. It can come through email. I have a Google Hangout number that you can call or that you can text. I also have my website. All of that information will be posted below this video, and I'll post it below every video so that you can have that information if you need it. But I will be available every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So every school day, I'll be available from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. So pretty easy, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 to 7. That's just because my kids will tell you that I go to sleep really, really early. That's just how I am. But I want to be available, extended school hours because I know not everyone can help their students with their work during school time. So I want to make myself available. If you do have a question and it's outside those hours, please just send me an email, Remind, whatever, and I'll check it the next day and I'll respond. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay? If it's a frequent problem that I see that everyone's having, I may send something out on Remind or email or even upload another video just to answer a frequent question that I'm having. Okay, so since today's Friday, I'm going to go over the new packet that's going out today just to sort of give you a slight bit of direction. So most of them are printed on this blue paper. A couple of them are printed on a really light purple. And so it says review pack at the top. So we are on week 3, day 1 here. Sad. Wish we were at school. Anyway, so this is notes number 15. We're talking about Walt Whitman and Langston Hughes. They were both very, very influential poets during the early 1900s. I have when they've lived, just a couple of different pieces of important information about them, and I also included photos so you could see what they look like. Okay, so all you have to do on day 1 is it just says in the table below, fill out 3 different pieces of information on Walt Whitman and Langston Hughes. Then fill out 3 things they have in common. So it's sort of like a Venn diagram put into table form. So on this left table, you'll put just 3 pieces of information about Walt Whitman, 3 pieces of information about Langston Hughes, 3 things they have in common. And all of that you can get from right up here. Okay? If you feel like you want to do some extra research on these guys, go ahead. There's a lot of information about these guys out there, and if you have internet and a device and you want to look up some more information, feel free. Okay? So on the next page, we'll look at week 3, day 2. On week 3, day 2, I have, please read the poem I Hear America Singing by Walt Whitman. Okay, so Walt Whitman was the first guy on that section of notes, okay, and you're going to read his poem, which basically talks about America during the time that he's living. Okay, he's giving you basically a personal account here. So all I ask you to do is find any figurative language or poetic devices. So that's things like similes, metaphors, hyperboles, the normal stuff that we look for whenever we look at poems. And that's all you have to do for day 2. Day 3, kind of the same thing, but you're going to be looking at Langston Hughes' poem, and it's called I Too. So it's sort of like a response poem to Walt Whitman's poem. They're kind of sort of talking back and forth. They're giving you, Walt Whitman's poem is going to give you the perspective of how whites were treated during this time, and then Langston Hughes is going to give you the perspective of how everyone else is treated during this time, not just African Americans, okay? So any people of color during this time, so anyone that's not white during this time, how they were treated. Okay, so in this poem, all you have to do is identify the figurative language and poetic devices you see here as well. So same thing that you did on day 2, you do on day 3. Then we'll look at week 3, day 4. Okay, so I ask you, using the background information you have learned, okay, so that's coming from notes 15. So about both authors, discuss how an author's background in life may have influenced their works. Write 2 sentences per author. Okay, so keep in mind Walt Whitman is a influential white man during this time. He has money. Okay, he is pretty famous for his works, and you have a lot of other information in notes 15 about him. So all you have to do is talk about how that could have influenced his poem that you read in 2 sentences. Okay, remember those have a capital letter and a period. That's a complete sentence. Okay, and then Langston Hughes, he kind of has the opposite sort of life. He's not really famous. He doesn't have a lot of money. People mistreat him. And then you have some other information in notes 15, and you're going to talk about how could that have potentially influenced his poem. Bless me. Okay, so then also for this, sorry to go back, but you also, if you look up any extra information and you see how that can influence their works, feel free to add it. Okay. All right. Week 3, day 5. So this is your very, very last day for this packet. It says, Langston Hughes often stated that Walt Whitman was an inspiration to his works. Even in these 2 poems, similarities are prevalent. So that just means you can see a lot of things that are similar throughout these 2 poems. Okay? Write down 3 different ways you believe Whitman could have inspired Hughes. Okay? So just knowing that they're alive during the same time, okay, getting that white perspective versus the people of color's perspective during this time. So how would Langston Hughes have drawn inspiration from this influential white man's poetry? Okay. Also here, if you do some extra, Googling or researching for these guys, and you want to add that information here, you're more than welcome, but you should be able to answer this just with the information from notes 15 and the poems that you've read. And then at the very, very bottom, I have, if you need help, please contact your ELA teacher. Okay, I have my email address on here and my remind on here. But I will have more ways to contact me below this video. Like I said, on Monday, I will be uploading the answer key to the very, very first packet that we sent out. Okay, and this will keep up every week. Just to sort of reiterate, we do miss you a lot here at school. I'm going to make myself available from 7 to 7 every single school day. So that's Monday through Friday, 7 to 7. I'm available. And that's email, remind, Google Voice. If you need me to FaceTime, if you need me to video chat, okay, whatever you need, I will be here and I will be available to answer your questions. Okay. We all just want to get through this time and learn. And so I'm going to be here to help you every single step of the way. Okay. Just let you know I am thinking about you and I miss you so, so much. And please feel free to contact me or send me pictures of you doing your work. I would love to see you because I miss you so much, okay? So I hope you're staying safe and I hope this video is helpful. All right, and I'll upload on Monday. Bye.